Looks like Niles had a favorite test subject.
Wow.
Holy
What
shit.
the fuck, man?
Bro.
You serious? Look at, she's holding hands with a monster, bro.
Fuck.
Yo, it's the queen, bro.
Observation room. They were watching this kid.
What if it was the queen?
Damn.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah,
Fuck.
You became friends with the monsters, bro?
Dude, I'm getting
Creepy
fucking
music.
chills, dude. Shit. So we got...
Damn. Insane.
This is fucking weird, dude. That was... Okay, whoa. Okay, so what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna stop it here. Just real quick. And
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, dude, look. Did you see this? The thing I found with the little girl?
Yeah,
it's
dude.
fucking, the queen.
Yeah, it looked like her,
It is
huh?
the queen. Yeah, no, the name right here. It says her name.
It says Myrrah?
Yeah, right
Look, I
underneath
pressed
the photo.
B.
Yeah, it's a picture of her, and then this says
I
name.
told
this
you
is
this was
Myrrah.
her.
Fuck!
room.
It was fucking Myrrah, bro! They were...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Holy shit. Yo, premonition powers, bruh.
Bro, that's fucked up. What is up, everyone? Barricade here, and bringing you guys a quick Gears 5 discussion video. It was actually finally shown the true origins of Queen Myrrah and exactly her story. So I really wanted to talk about it because it was extremely interesting, and I really hope you guys liked our reactions here. If you guys want to see a cool 3-player co-op between me, my brother, and one of my best friends there, definitely check out my playthrough of the Gears 5 campaign. I have it to where you can hear all three of us talking while we play. It's definitely a great time. But what I really wanted to talk about today was Myrrah's origin story in general and how the whole situation started with Niles and all that. So long story short, what the New Hope facility was for was they were actually supposed to be making a cure for this mutation that was happening to people due to them being exposed to emulsion. But instead, Niles, being the sick person he was, took it the opposite way and actually started experimenting on people with emulsion to see how they would react to it. So he would literally inject people with emulsion, and a lot of them would extremely mutate, turn into sires, turn into monsters, etc. But with one little girl, there was something different, something entirely different, and that's the fact that she would not mutate. She was immune to sickness, to aging, to mutation. She was completely different than everyone else. And this patient was labeled as EV184-9, Queen Myrrah. Myrrah, as a little girl, was simply exposed to emulsion and would never mutate. And it was weird because as time went on, they would give it to her over and over, and they would tell her it's medicine, but nothing would happen to her. So Niles saw this as someone that was pure, someone that was essentially meant to control the monsters, to be a part of them, and to be the leader of the next evolutionary chain of the human race, the Locust. So I really wanted to read the collectible that you find in the game real quick back to you guys, and then we'll discuss more as we continue. But start us off here. The collectible, you find it, you see a little room with a bed and everything that a little girl used to stay in, and she had a drawing on the wall of her holding hands with a monster. And then they would watch her and see that nothing would happen to her when they would inject her with the emulsion. And the report reads, EV-184-9 has been exposed to emulsion levels hitherto known, without exception to be fatal. Yet she displays no detectable cellular degradation at all, quite the opposite if anything. We have decided to isolate and observe EV-184-9 closely, 26 hours a day, while continuing to administer a daily dose of concentrated emulsion. We tell her that it's her medicine, and she smiles while she takes it. She is quite eager to be helpful. Dr. Niles Sampson. So essentially, this one little girl was entirely different than everyone else. Because throughout the game, you do find other collectibles of other monsters that would just horribly mutate, and they would mutate quick after being injected. And the crazy part is that after Myrrah was shown to be immune to the emulsion, they actually used her as a way to create hybrids with her DNA. They would take parts of her stem cells and then use them on the sires, the mutated people, and they eventually used this type of experimentation to create the very first locust. So the locusts were created at a secret lab that was at Mount Kadar. If you remember in the Gears of War 2 footage when they saw the sires for the first time and everything, it turned out that Niles escaped from the New Hope facility because he was being tracked and wanted to be taken in by the Cog, and he escaped with the sires to Mount Kadar, which he then later continued these experiments that would eventually create the locust. So that's the thing that's really insane to know. So once this all happened, during all of this, Myrrah had Reyna. She had a daughter. And the thing that's kind of weird is that the person that had the daughter with her, Reyna's father, Kate's grandfather, was just simply a geneticist by the name of Dr. Torres. He had the daughter with Myrrah, and as time went on, he realized that what they were doing was wrong. He no longer believed in their work, and he left, and he escaped, taking Reyna with him.
Niles, tell me something. My grandfather. Who was he?
One of my best
guys, look.
geneticists. He fled with little Reyna because he no longer believed in our work.
When this happened, it made Myrrah go into a frenzy because Niles, for whatever reason, decided to tell her that Reyna had perished. And when this happened, it caused her to go crazy and turn on the world. Once this secret facility at Mount Kadar was exposed and attacked by the Cog, they eventually escaped and went into the Hollow inside Mount Kadar, creating her castle and everything. And as the locusts bred and had more children and got multiplied in numbers, she just ruled them. And eventually they attacked the surface and we got the first trilogy. So overall, guys, the story behind Queen Myrrah is quite simple and a quite sad one because she was simply taken and experimented on. She was one of the miner's children, and they used her to essentially create the locust and also the matriarch, the big berserker that we've seen in the trailer. The matriarch is essentially created just like every other locust by splicing her stem cells with a sire, a female one, and the whole point of the matriarch is that it serves as a center, a berserker that has a telepathic connection to the locust and can control them. They put it inside of a stasis tank and then use the machine to transfer that ability to Myrrah. So they gave the matriarch's ability to use and control the locust to Myrrah into a being that's more human, someone that can use that power more precisely and essentially become a true queen. So that's the thing that's insane. So Myrrah was the very center of the locust. She would control them with telepathic communications, and that actually is really interesting to know because it was kind of hinted throughout the series. The thing that makes me think is, remember when Rom was killing Min? There was that one moment when she was talking about, you know, kill the head and the body dies, and it shows when he's stabbing Min. To me, that almost is like Myrrah using her powers to speak to Brahm and telling him what to do. So that's just the one thing I really wanted to point out. So overall, guys, I was really excited to bring you guys the true origin of Queen Myrrah and finally explain the story behind it. It only took us so many games to finally get the true story. I'm so hyped. I'm loving this game so far. If you guys like this video, please definitely hit that like button and subscribe and tell me what you guys think about Gears 5 so far. I haven't quite finished the campaign yet, but I've been recording a lot of it, and I will have the whole campaign up by the end of this week, most likely. If you guys like this video, once again, hit that like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so anytime I make a video, you guys can be notified. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see my most recent Gears of War video, hit that link on the left. If you want to see any of my other content, hit that link on the right. Thanks for watching, guys.